everyone, it's time for more Medieval Dynasty, where last time, well, we don't need to talk about last time. Basically, more than half of the last episode is kind of moot. It hasn't happened in this universe, because what happened was, I was gonna buy a horse, and I knew that we buy horses in Hornica, so I set off to go to Hornica, and on the way checking out the mine I know was on the way, and I was correct, there is a bear over there, although it's not just a bear, it's two bears, so how the hell am I gonna get into that mine anytime soon? I'm probably not. Good thing there are more mines that aren't protected by bears. So that's a thing. When in Hornica, I realized that first and foremost, horses are expensive, but I had the money for it. So that was nice. However, I can't get a horse, because in order to get a horse, you need a stable, and I'm very far away from a stable. So sadly, no horse. I really want a horse because I am very close to starting to mine stuff, because we needed ores, etc, etc. But yeah, apparently we're quite far away from that, which is a bit sad. Then I went over to Jesserica to speak to the Master Angler. You see, I still have the... well, over there. I have the quest for it, and he wants me to kill a Wycent to get a skull. Now, I am more or less certain that you don't need to do that. You can, like, talk to someone and get a skull. But I don't think I had any idea how to do that, so I'm okay with actually not continuing that quest as well. Then on the way back, I was first killed by some bandits, and then I was killed by, ironically, a Wycent. And at that point in time, I just felt that, you know what, screw all of this, we're going back to where we basically began the episode, which is also where we are. Well, not right now, because obviously I played a bit more. So what I did was I went hunting for some meat, and then we started to build the log fence, as this is called, which I think I am liking more than a palisade. A palisade feels a bit more militaristic in some way. This feels more like an actual, you know, village. So, yeah, that's about it. Now, in this episode, we're going to continue with this, because we are going to want to delineate the village as much as possible. It's gonna look lovely. I would like to finish the fence over here. I have been picking up sticks, you know, every little bit here and there, so we might even have all the sticks that we need. I don't know, we'll find out, because we do want to get the pigs going in the spring, so that's why that is. So that's one thing that we're gonna do in this episode. And other than that, we're going to go into autumn, where we will be both harvesting and planting the oats. No, sorry, not oats. Well, oats, yes, but the rye that we're going to need for the animal feed. So we absolutely have stuff to do in this episode, no doubt about it. So, yeah, we're going to stay home. I'm not going to go out in the world. The world is scary, okay? Very scary. But we have stuff to do in here, and we can, you know, talk a little bit about the plans that I have for the future. But we are gonna start by delineating a bit more fences, log fences, etc. So the idea here is we're gonna drag. Oh. Excuse me. How did I get experience points from just that? That was odd. Didn't actually do anything. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not saying no to that. So we're going to place this as close as we can, which seems to be very close. I had it, there we go. So this is going to come from, oh, I think it was a bit too close. It was so close that I actually couldn't do it. Okay, fine. It doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to start within it. So that's actually fine. Is this fine? This is fine. Just gonna drag that right back. This is where the road comes. We're gonna drag it. Yeah, I do want it to be. I do want it to be straight. So come over here, as close to the road as we can. Come on, there we go. And then it's gonna continue. Oh, it can come up a little bit further, I think. Why couldn't I then drag it? Okay, it's gonna be a bit smaller of a thing here, but I can absolutely have it further. Okay, that's cool. How much further? A little bit further. Okay. Yeah, here. I mean, some sections are going to be smaller. That's just how it's going to be. Now, can I drag this past this house? I can as well. Lovely. We're not going to do that. It's not going to be like all straight angles here. So we're going to do just a little tiny bit here, because the road does go. Okay, the road does bend again here, see? You're going to come here. Go just a little bit more, right? Really have to turn this much? Okay, well, we're going to do it slightly longer then. Right, hold on. We're going to drag you not that far, like to here. And we're going to stop. So the idea is we have stuff over here. We're going to have presumably not just the pigs here. We might have some stuff over here, for example. So I might want to have a gate here out to this road. But I might want to do something different. Like, as I said in the last episode, this road is meant to be the through road, where visitors come, basically. What I want to do over here, if I have something, is more of a gate sort of a thing, which means that I presumably would want to unlock... where did I unlock that? Where is it? Where is the log fence that I literally am using right now? There we go. So down there. We have the log gate, which I would probably want there. Maybe also the roofed gateway as well, like a double thing. We shall see. But you know what? We don't have logs enough to build all of this, but we have a few logs. So we're gonna start.
Why
I say
is that
start.
so expensive? Because of the taxes or what?
Well, probably yes. Probably yes. I mean, if we're unlucky, I mean, Trump probably just tariffed us bloody out of our pockets, so probably very expensive because of that as well. Now, we do have very limited amount of pottage, and we're still not in the world where mushrooms are a thing we can do anything with. Should I... Okay, hold on. Is there a reason why is that in here? Food stuff? No, where's food stuff? Production? Yes, production. Bread, which uses flowers and buckets of water. I have 300 flowers. 24 food. Yeah, we should just do this. I mean, I'm just sitting on flour, not doing anything with it. Buy that one. We need some buckets of water. Hold on. Is buckets the thing that we have? Yes, we have buckets of water. Do we not? Right, that's true. We don't have anyone working the well right now, I think. Because we have... Ooh, no, hold on. We don't have a lot of buckets. Oh, have we used up a bunch of buckets? We have. We need to fix that. That is not in there. Buckets of water, which takes planks, which I don't have. I have some. We can do 5. Okay, well, we might have to do some planks as well. Well, you know what? These buckets are fine. And I do wonder here. So the bread requires buckets of water, but obviously it doesn't require the bucket. It requires the water that is in the bucket, right? So once we make the bread that can, with the buckets containing water, like if I have these 3 now, let's have a bit of a look at how this works. Craft buckets of water, which luckily is very quick. We shall see exactly how this works. So now I'm losing the buckets, but I'm gaining the buckets of water. So presumably when we do the bread, we lose the buckets of water, but we gain the, obviously, the thingamabob. That's not how we do it. We do it in an oven, obviously. Bread, we have access to this guy, so we can do... Right. Hold on, wait, how does this work? Why does it say that I have... Oh, okay, oh, right. So, 10, right, because 1 bucket of water is 10. Yeah, okay. fair enough. Let's do 50 then. How long is this gonna take? How long is 50 bread gonna take me to do? It's gonna take me about 6 minutes. I think this calls for a jump cut. We have stuff to talk about, but we don't need to talk about that now. Alright then, we are about to be done, and I gotta be honest, this wasn't really how I thought about spending this day in the game, so to speak, just making bread. We have had a very wacky time here. But that got us a new building, smithy number 2, so to speak, or smithy 2. The 50 flatbread has been done, and I am sitting at... hold on. Buckets, so where did the 5 buckets of water go? Did it go into storage? Or did they just get... Did it actually get used up? Nope, nope, here they are. I have the 5 buckets right here, which has already deteriorated a little bit, and I can make a lot more flatbread as well. Anyway, with that said, let's gather some logs. We have still a lot of logs, but even 60 logs is not going to get us, you know, all the way. I'm gonna grab 18, because it feels like for the most part, I think it's 6 logs per section, so to speak. So I think that we're gonna start by going up to the road, so we at least have like the proper intro to the town, so to speak. I think that's a smart thing to do. I might want some trees here, by the way, and I think I can do that, like just plant one individual tree, like let's say apple trees, etc. The only problem with that is that each one section is gonna count as a field or an orchard, like an individual orchard, which is not entirely what I would want, but still. So there we go, 6 and 6. We're just gonna have 12 more, and then we're done with this part. And then I do want to focus on the stick fence, because again, we do want to get the pigs hot and ready in the next season. No, not the next season, but next year. So that'll be good. Obviously could have picked some sticks now as well, I realize. But that's fine. We'll get there, don't worry. So while we work a little bit of this, we can talk about a plan or a thought that I had going into winter when we get to that, because we can still do a fair amount of work in autumn, and it still looks quite nice out. I really dislike the winter just because it's just white and boring. So I had an idea, and you can chime in if you have any reservations for that idea. The idea is basically that I don't show you anything of winter, because the only thing that I'm going to do in winter this year, I think, is prepare the fields, which is not that fun to look at. It is to run back and forth from mines in order to get the ore, which is also not fun to watch. So what I have planned to do is really not that great in terms of stuff for you to, you know, partake in, if you would. So that's an idea I have. I'm not saying that it's going to be that way, but if I just play the game between episodes after we go into winter, and the next episode is spring, it's a new year, or I would start the episode at the end of the winter. But hopefully by then I will have gathered enough ores and stuff like that, so we can, you know, advance a little bit, if you would, with regards to, say, better arrows, for example, which means that I can potentially kill some bears. That would be kind of nice. So yeah, I have some plans basically, but again, we're still in the summer. We're gonna go into autumn soon, but yeah, we still have some time before we are at that point, so we can still think about things like that. So anyway, we are now working on a wattle fence, a really big wattle fence. Is it 7 or 8? Is it 8 sticks per... it's 8 sticks per section. I came with over 220 sticks, but I haven't really gotten very far, and I'm almost down to half of that. I also am gonna need a new wooden hammer soon. So I can say that about wooden tools, which is that one of the major things why I want the ores is to we obviously need to unlock that as well. Oh, we do have some sticks here. Sticks, lovely. I need a scythe because the sickles, even if you go for better sickles, they are a bit of a faff to. I do not need to run that far. A bit of a faff to work with because they're very small. You don't get a whole lot of well stuff in one go, so to speak. So it's a bit annoying. Would really like to get a proper scythe, but that is like bronze, I think. So not even there yet. And obviously, yes, as I said, we need to unlock the thing as well. We can actually see in real time as the stick number in storage goes up, because I now have 2. I didn't have any before. So that just went up because the woodcutters did what they were supposed to do. But I'm gonna need way more sticks for this, so that's absolutely a thing. But the point is I don't only want to do these fences. Well, we'll see about this episode, but I also have the fences that we're gonna have in front of the houses. And well, I did one gate where I presumably think it's going to be, but is that the gate that I want? We can look a little bit at the different options that exist for that, but we're gonna need a lot of sticks. I just want to say that we are gonna need a lot of sticks, even if I've been very good at picking up sticks along the way. Yeah, I've done good. I mean, I've done good with the 220. It's not 220 more. It's like, how much more could it be after I'm completely done with this? It's like 100 more, which is not that difficult to get. So we are going to go and get that. But, yeah, for the rest of this episode, when we move into autumn, we have a lot of stuff to do. So, once we get into autumn, this is not what we will be doing. We need to hunt a bit. We need even more meat coming in, and we need to do the farming because, well, that's obviously a thing we need to do as well. So yeah, I mean, we have stuff to do basically. We can do 2 more. We can do we can't because that's 5. And now I'm just shy in this distance, so to speak. But there we go. So we are getting to a place where this. I mean, this just looks good. Imagine a few piggies running around here. It's gonna be great. So, and we are also gonna just. Oh, I can't because I need sticks. Yes, there you go. Fair enough. I'm gonna dump the sticks that I had, like so. Now, can I prepare a bit in preparation? Can I prepare in preparation for the next season in any way? Simple bag. I can make 1 more simple bag. I think that's a good idea. Well, actually, where is this? Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. So that's one thing. I do not need the leather. That can go in there. I am, right? I'm gonna need sickles, aren't I? Oh, I'm gonna need sickles. Because I am going to harvest oats and wheat. Oh, this is gonna suck. What it is. We're gonna harvest those 2 and the carrots. I think all of these harvest now in autumn. But the rye is planted. We can prepare that, I suppose. How many scythes can I make? Or sickles, sorry. I can make none is the answer, because I need sticks. Okay, well there's the preparation. There's the preparation. We need sticks. And mountain loads of them. Gotcha. Luckily, we have a area over here where there are sticks. So there we go. We have a thing to do. But I would love the stick trees if we can find some. Well, actually, you know what? There's a lot of sticks here, if nothing else. So that's good. Oh, stick tree, stick tree, stick tree. So how about we aim literally for being over encumbered just from sticks? That's a good idea. It's going to be a lot, which is fine because again we need a lot. It's not just the pig pen and the sickles, and actually hoes as well. This, yeah, hoe is I'm going to assume sticks as well, right? It's not just that, but as I said, we are doing more fences as well from wattle mainly. So an abundance of sticks is going to be needed. Absolutely. Good. Where are we already? 45. See, we're not even close. I think this is basically the best preparation we can be doing for the next season. Stones, not right now, I think. We're not building any more houses right now. But we have unlocked the house, which is the, I think, final level of, well, dwellings, so to speak. And the idea that I've had is that every regular person, which is everyone but me, and I suppose my immediate family, I mean, they count a little bit, they're gonna live in the regular house, is the one that I've been building up until this point. But we are gonna live in the big house. Yes, that is the idea. I haven't 100% decided where it's gonna go, but I have an idea. But I think maybe, just maybe, the village is gonna have to. Oh, I didn't. It's gonna have to grow even more before I know exactly where the right place is. So the right place, I think, is going to be towards the little river. That is the idea. If I can find a good spot, I don't know. That is for the future to be decided upon. Oh, that's a okay, fine, 1 stone. I'll grab 1 stone. That's okay. Some good sticks here, by the way. Some really large ones. Not that it matters, it's just 1 stick. Never mind the size or shape of them, but still. Stick and stick and stick. I'm not even looking at the counter right now. Just picking the sticks. Sticks is all I care. Oh, what was that? That is a fox, I think. It's not wolves, is it? No, it's not wolves. If it was wolves, it would be... they would be very angry red, I think. No, these would be... What is it? Foxes, yes. Could kill a fox for...
I'm starving.
Yes, you are starving. That is true. We'll fix that soon, Rasimir. You'll have to go just a little bit longer. I am at 144. It was 5 for 1 sickle, but we know from before how many sickles are going to be needed. Because how many did I use for a flax field? Was it like 8 or something? Just a stupid amount is what it was. But yeah, a lot. So we're gonna need a lot of sticks. So we're not gonna build we're gonna focus on the farming.
I can hear my stomach rumbling.
You probably can. I can't though, so it can't be that bad. You'll be fine. I'm gonna pick this. Also started to get a bit dark. We do want to move into autumn. No matter what. Alright, fine. Let's just make our way back. Picking up a few. Man, it's actually really dark all of a sudden. Torch out. Just gonna pick up the sticks that are in our way. Lovely. So many sticks. Did I miss all of these sticks? How could I have missed all of these sticks? Okay, it's very dark when you have the torch out. Like
I could eat a horse.
You don't need to eat a horse, and also here's a trick. We don't even need to eat at all, because when we move into a new okay, any stick trees, I'll take stick trees, but not actual sticks in the ground. Yes, stick trees. Other kinds of stick trees. Yes, actually several of them. Awesome. And some regular sticks as well. More stick trees. More sticks. Okay, you know what? Let's move back. Oh, I'm actually not over encumbered. But, yeah, as we move into the next year, I do believe that we do not need to eat. I think that Raspberry will just eat during the shifting of the seasons, which is just very, very nice, right? So we're not going to waste anything, but you know what I'm going to do? In preparation for autumn, I shall have a dip. My wife should not have a very dirty man crawl into her bed, right? There we go, that's that done. Move into our home, and we are gonna move into the next season, which is autumn. Go sleep to the next. Oh.
I'm starving.
Are you not sleeping, dear wife? Lovely. Here we go, into autumn. Do we get any cool events? Nope, no cool events, and I am... Oh, look at that, my boy! Radagast, my boy!
How are you?
How are you? He said. You're 2 years old and say, Dad, look what I found. It's for you. Okay, very nice. Thank you. I didn't see what I got. Let me take a closer look at you. So you are good at... You're actually not that bad. And good at farming. That will come in handy. Lovely. Now, what did you actually give me? A feather. Isn't that lovely? Right, then, you know what? Your quest is going to be forfeited. By the way, Alvin, 13 years. I think we're fine. This doesn't have an ending, so that's fine. Would love this, though. But again, I think where's my 21 out of 40? I can have more buildings, I think. So. It is time to harvest. I haven't actually prepared fields, by the way. That's a bit of an annoyance. I'm gonna make one extra hoe right now. There it is. For some reason we couldn't find it. One extra hoe right now, but then we're gonna make I'm gonna make like I'm gonna make 13. Yeah, you know what? Oh, 12 stone sickles, and I'm gonna need all of them. Probably gonna have to create more. Was it actually the... I was about to say, what was I lacking here? Not lacking the sticks for more than 12, and why doesn't it look like anything else is being deducted? Wasn't it stone as well? So I presumably am lacking stones, which means that we are gonna want to get some of those as well, I suppose. Right, well, we're having fun with creating things in this episode, which is lovely. But yeah, we're harvesting 3 fields and planting 1, so we have our work cut out for us today, which is farming, and farming is very lovely. So I am just also, before we even start, I'm gonna take a look at the magnificent fields of oats and wheat that we have here. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Fields of gold, pure gold. Well, very faded gold, I suppose, but still gold. Right. I don't seem to have anything on my 6, so that should be... Oh, I actually don't have a... I do have a knife. Why is that not set? Knife and sickle. Yeah, why was I not able to produce more sickles? Hold on. It is the stone. Oh, it's 4 stone. I didn't think about that. It's 4 stone to make this bloody thing. Right. Yeah, we're gonna probably need to pick some stones as well. So now we start doing the oats. And I have the skills for those of you... How is it that that didn't hit? For those of you who don't know, I have the skill that gives me a 100% chance to gain extra resources when farming, which is why I want to do this myself. I hate this. Just give me a... Why? Thank you. Yeah, I hate doing this with a sickle. And also the stone sickle, as you can see, very terrible in terms of quality, so to speak. Like, how is this not hitting anything? Just so weird. But that's fine. We'll get there. I think that actually, you know what? Angling down the camera might be the ticket here. There we go. That's a good shot. See, I'm already down 2 sickles. I had one, obviously, before. That was probably not in full condition. But, like, yeah. It goes away fast, and I have large fields. Just look how quickly it diminishes. It's fine, though. It's fine, absolutely fine. Oh, I'm already getting over encumbered as well. Good thing that I have the barn close by, because I can very easily store away the things. We also, that's the thing, we're not just doing this, we're also doing the threshing, etc. Which, granted, goes quite quickly, I think. But yeah, we are gonna absolutely need more sickles, which means we do need to pick up some stones, which is fine. So I can just go into the woods again to get both sticks and stones. Is it actually... I'm not gonna be using like 12 for each bloody field here. Oh, the rest is not liking this. He is panting. He is struggling. His arm is weak. Knees are weak. Mom's spaghetti, or however the hell that song goes. We are soon done with the oats. Lovely. So, there we go. So I should have had 13 sickles when I started this, right? Let's see how much I have now, or how many I have. How many stone sickles do I have? Okay, you know what? I might not need more than like 1 or 2 more. Isn't that lovely? We're gonna store away all of this, all of that. Oh, forgot about the sticks. That's why I was over encumbered. Oh well, that's fine. Right, next field. Now the wheat field. But okay, you know what? It might have been 6 sickles, really. I mean, I don't remember how much, or rather noted how much condition my first sickle was, or the one that I had from before. But yeah, you know what? Felt like more. Felt like more than that. But it's fine. And just to reiterate what I talked about in the episode before, I think last episode, is that potentially going into next season, for some reasons, I'm gonna go over to having someone work in the fields. And the reasons are, well, first and foremost, it's bloody boring, isn't it? I can deal with this because I have the bonuses to get more resources, which is very nice. They don't have that. At least I don't think. I don't think my skills, you know, transposes into my lovely villagers. I don't think that is how it works. So I have that benefit to me that they don't have. That's one thing. The other thing is we do want to, once we get the pigs going, we're gonna get a stable supply of manure, so we can make our stable supply of fertilizer. And yeah, well, it's just very nice to not have to do all of it myself as well. So that is, I suppose, the biggest reason. So yeah, we're gonna get to that. And we have one person who is didn't last. We have one person who is there's all the carrots, but I don't want that. I want that. I think I need 8 stones to get all that I need. I'm a bit over encumbered, but it's going to hopefully be fine. If I just pick up 1 more stone and create a sickle right here on the fly, I think my over encumbrance is going to go down a bit. Yes, it did. Not much though. And we don't want to wander too far away because we are indeed over encumbered. So, oh, here we go. Here's stone country. butterfly. Here's stone country. 1, 2, 3. You know what? It was stone country. Let's pick up 8. And there we go. So we can do 2 sickles. 3 sickles should absolutely be enough here. Hopefully. And we should be able to get the wheat done. Now, maybe I could see myself doing the threshing between episodes. It doesn't take long, though. That's also true. We'll see. We'll see what I decide on here. Because we're definitely going to try to get all the farming done in this day. That is to say, not this episode specifically, but this day in game. I am going to now be picking up a mountain load of carrots, by the way. So we should actually stow away the wheat. We should stow away the bricks, not the bricks. We're talking about the sticks. Almost correct. Yeah, we should stow away them to just be on the right side of everything, so to speak. The feather can also go in there. My boy's feather for me, I'm just gonna throw away in storage. Not even my storage, just the storage. There we go. So we have that. We do not need you to be out. So, did I need? No, I actually have. Okay, you know what? I did not need 3 sickles apparently. So here we go. Now we're gonna pick up a lot of carrots. We're gonna be definitely getting over encumbered and quite quickly, probably. See, no skill up, which I'm a bit sad about. Yeah, wow. Carrying too much. Yeah, I can see that. So was that like half the field? I think that was like half the field. Over 300 carrots from half of the field. I think we're going to be able to make a lot of pottage with carrots going forward. Yes, very lovely. So I'm going to have to stow away these. First and foremost. Into here, 303 carrots. Yep, that's pretty damn solid. We're gonna move up, and I think I will stow away the seeds as well immediately. Yes, I will. So stow away the carrot seeds. Yeah, that was about half of it, I think. And here we go. The next. This actually doesn't take any stamina, which is a bit interesting. Picking all of these carrots would absolutely be taking a toll on your stamina. Let me just tell you that. But not in this game, because picking things up is not a problem. There we go. Indeed, getting over encumbered again. There we go. Lovely. So those are all the fields. Then we get to this field, which is going to be fertilized. We have fertilizer. I was about to say, I should stow away the carrots. Oh, I actually didn't get. Oh, I didn't get the double amount of carrot seed. 1 shy. But we can absolutely sell 39 carrot seeds. We do not need more than 40. We are not Carrot Town or Carrot Village. Not like that. Even though we do use up a bunch of carrots. So I'm looking at the record time here, and we'll see how much I get to do. Had I already... Right, you don't need to grub the field. That's only the first time you create the field. That's true. So it's over to the bag. Ooh, can I... no, I can't. That's a bit of a shame. I mean, we have the storage thingamajig where you can take stuff from, but not from the barn. That is a bit annoying. But we're also gonna buy a bunch of manure in this in this season, because that is definitely needed. I actually, by the way, I can hold the mouse button. Good. And he'll just, if he finds a tile that isn't fertilized, he will just do it. Good. That is a bit of a I was about to say hack, but obviously it's not a hack, but for this game, which is that you can indeed just hold left mouse button or, you know, action, and if there is an action to be taken, he will just keep on doing it. Very useful for like when you do straw, for example, or berries. That's true, berries as well. It's just very, very much easier if you can just click the button once and then just move around. So that's a thing that you now know about the game. Lovely. So, yep, here we go. We still have... Wait, oh, missed that one. There we go. I do love this part of the game, by the way. I realize it's not like the most enticing gameplay. Absolutely realize that, and obviously such a big part of this game is about automation. You want enough people to... You should be, when you're done with your village, which is where I hope that we get to, when you're like completed with your village, it should be more or less self-sufficient. Like you are not supposed to do anything. That you're supposed to be giving away all of the work, so to speak. So that's what we're aiming for. But we'll see when we get there. So I actually didn't do this clicking once thing. Do you notice? This is not what it was looking for when I did this last time. I did the full swings, so to speak, with the hoe. Yeah, this is much better. Much better. Lovely. Does take a whole lot of stamina though. Bloody hell, Rasmir. At some point you should be better at this. I suppose I'm in charge of making you better at this, but like still. Alright then. Bloody Rasmir. Bloody Rasmir. It's like he doesn't learn. No. We're fine. There we go. That's the extra hoe, and we should not need more than this. Would have picked up the seeds while I was in the barn, by the way. I didn't though, so that's fine. Yeah, not much more to say about that. There we go. Do that. Jump, and jump. Done. So we're doing rye. We need the rye grain. I did not even take it. Good job. There we go. Over to the bag. So the rye into the rye field. See? I know what the hell I'm doing. Basically. But yeah, also, yeah, now we have our first little toddler toddling about in the village, which is very lovely. Also makes me feel like maybe I ought to like make the village start looking good, because yeah, he's just now gonna run around in a weird looking kind of a thing, which isn't really set up for proper stuff, basically. But that's what we're getting at as well, so don't worry, we're gonna get there. But yeah, I think we should be able to be done with the pig pen as well here in this episode, because we're basically soon done with the farming, all of it. In fact, when I say all of it, again, we have to fix the fields. We have to fertilize and not grub again. What was it? Plow. There we go. Yeah, we need to do that. And I think that even though I said I was going to get people to do it, I think that for this year I'm still the one doing it, and then beginning next year is when I will... Ooh, you know what I remembered? We'll do this, we'll finish this off first. You know what I remembered? My wife is no longer taking care of a tiny baby, which means that she can work. That's how it works in this game. Once you're done with the early years, so to speak, you're back into work. And you are not. And that's probably why you're a bit sad, because you're not doing anything. So we have extraction and farming as your things. But if we look at, like, what are we now What are we lacking? We don't have anyone at the well, and the well is extraction. So there you go. That's where you're going to be working. Roslava, something that you're actually good at. There we go. So you might now love life a little bit more. And we are going to pick up. Do I have another hammer? I don't think I do, right? No, so we are going to need another hammer. I'm going to pick up the sticks, and we are going to finish that damn pig pen, so that we're ready for that. So, on the sticks, because we are sadly too far away from the thing to be able to use the storage, which was a miscalculation of mine. I mean, obviously, when I started this playthrough, when I built that storage, that function wasn't even in the game yet. So, I could not have known that was going to happen. But, you know what? It is what it is. We're going to get there eventually. And exactly where my various buildings are going to be is still a bit of a mystery to both you and me. But we'll get there. So, I am looking very much forward to at least pigs. But eventually, or rather, not eventually, in the end, we're not just going to have pigs. We're going to have other things as well. Absolutely. So, I have, like, ideas for this little area. I'm just going to get some stamina back. For this little area here. Like, I might want something here. Geese, maybe? In this area, maybe 2 things, potentially. That is my idea. I mean, yes, you would then be greeted by animal voices when you get into our lovely village, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's also a very nice place to have it, I think. But exactly how we do all of this, we are obviously going to be talking about as we go along. Now, we're definitely going to be done with this in this episode, obviously. We're almost done. Do I nip over to Danica real quick? I think I can do that in this day as well. Or actually, you know what? No, we're going to leave Danica be for now. We are, however, going to hunt. Yes, that is what we're going to do. We're going to hunt. Because, okay, we're going to go hunt. And if it's still daytime, then I might nip... Well, actually, no. I was about to say, then I'll nip over to Danica. Which would be fine, because, you know, buying manure, which is fine. But there we go. So that's that done. Awesome. So now we're going to get pigs in here. They can run around in here. And I love the fact that I've done it around trees. I think that looks very, very cool. I might want to do something. I have a path here. And I might want to do something with some other... Maybe not this one, but maybe like the other very, very more simple fence to just tie it together with the road. But we'll get to that. So, yes, Bo, we have everything we need, actually. Would you, dear wife, just step away for now, because I need to drink. There we go, lovely. Now, out of the 50 bread, by the way, that I made, how many is left? 24. I shall have 3. Do I even need 3? I absolutely did not have 2 back. But we can do more bread as well. That took a long time though. 50 bread was bloody 6 minutes. Holy hell. And I can make... Oh, I had 300 flour. Guess what we get from both oat and wheat? Yeah, flour. Now here, I am gonna chill a little bit with the oat, because we only have the oat for animal feed. Literally the only reason why we have it, so we must not make a mistake. But I think it's not with the oat that you harvest that you make the animal feed. I think it is with the stuff you get after you thresh it. So we should be fine with threshing it, but I'm not gonna risk it. So right. Oh. I see ya. I do not. Yeah, see how good I mean, I would almost not have seen that guy. Almost not. There we go. You ran at me immediately, didn't you? You bastard. Yeah, you run away, sir. Did you run away? That was good. That was very effective. We get some... Did I hit all of them? Did I hit all of my arrows? Did one bounce off? I don't think I... Oh, well, there is a stone... Oh, there are a few stone arrows. These are not from now, I think. These are from, like, before. Which is okay. Okay, you know what? You're moving suspiciously close towards me. You don't do that. Go right in the login. You're gonna stand there and be an idiot. Is what idiot pigs do. Idiot pigs do that and they get killed. You're very far away. Oh, I have more stone. Oh, I have many things in here. In here. Oh, stop rolling away. Stop rolling away. Why are they rolling away? Also, no more pigs. No, I'm fine. There we go. What the hell is... Oh, hello. Why are the arrows rolling? I suppose there's a slight decline here, but like, what? Why would they do that? Right, you know what? As I said, it is still light of day. We can absolutely go over to Denica as well. Because those... Oh, triple on this occasion. Well, la-di-da. Isn't that lovely? So right in the butt. Right in the bacon. There we go. And that's another hit. And... There we go. Yep. Perfect. Got him down. Oh, bloody hell. Stop it. Oh, bloody. That grass really got a lot of blood on it there. Awesome. So there we go. Perfect. No arrows. No. Oh, no. One arrow over here. Just rolling downtown. You know what? We are going to move over to Denica. Bloody hell, that was a good. Look at that. 63 meat on me. Awesome. We are going to move over to Denica. Oh, freaking hell. That's not good, actually. Remember what happened last time? They caught up to me and killed me. Please don't. Thank you. And you know what the funny part about this is? I was just saying, gotta be a bit careful. There might be bandits here. And there absolutely was. Okay, you know what? No, I am... I'm okay with just going back home. But you know what I will do on the back home? Stick trees. Many stick trees. Awesome. I might come back. Well, we are going to come back because we're going to go to Denica. That's just what we're going to do, because that's like where we're going to sell things. I am not opposed to try to take those guys out for several reasons. One being that it's fun to kill bandits, but also they drop stuff. Like you get stuff to sell, which is very nice. And they have like a little camp that also could have stuff for me. So, okay, look. I obviously didn't get a good look on that, but could there have been 3 of them? More? At least 3, I think I saw. So just try to get a good range on them. Try to take them by surprise even. I mean, sneaking is a thing in this game, by the way. Not that I do a lot of it, but it is absolutely a thing in this game. So don't be afraid to do that. Right, starting to be a bit over encumbered, but nothing too bad. Oh, bloody hell. Sticks, missed those. Yeah, we are still, as I said, gonna need a whole lot of sticks going forward. So picking up more is absolutely okay. Good amount of sticks here. Yes, more sticks. There we go. 168 sticks, just from basically nothing. That is very nice. So we're ending the episode here. We are gonna need actually more stones. Like, what have I used stones for really? Well, it actually is, I suppose, the sickles. I am sitting at only 4. How can I only have 4 stones? Though, hold on. Wait. I would just dump these things here. How can I only have 4 stones. Well, actually, okay, you know what? Maybe I did use up. Okay, yeah, he's only making 6 stones a day, so fair enough, I suppose. Here we go. Dump the meat. How are we doing on the mushrooms? Yep, we're getting mushrooms in. 144 meat. That is not by itself very bad. But people are currently eating flatbread. They're not eating any pottage or anything like that. So that is definitely what we are gonna want to do. Potentially then in the next episode. But yeah, we can make many. Like very many. Which is, again, as I said, what we're probably gonna do. So in the next episode, over to dead account, we need to sell our things. We have a bunch of well, not a whole bunch of stuff we can sell, but we have a bunch of seeds or grains that we can sell. We don't need that. We only need 40 of each, remember. And I'm not gonna sell any carrots to begin with, even though we probably could. But again, we're supposed to make stew, I think it is. Is it stew or pottage? Is it stew or pottage? I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, for a little toddler, we need this to start looking better, I think. But I know it's dark, so you're not going to see much. But if you go over to the road, see, this is what you now see when you come to our village. You can order the left part. See, you come here, and it's a lovely thing. I wish this would have been a bit closer, though. But you can't get everything, can you? So come in here, we're going to have more fences along the sides. Yeah. And as I said, potentially, this might actually not be a wattle fence. This might be a plank fence or something like that, just here, a little bit in. And that might then be a pen for animals. That is the idea, at least, but exactly how it's going to be, we shall see. So anyway, more of this is coming in the next episode. For now, though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.